once again knocking on the door of 4,800. Let's get to Bob Pisani. Hey, Bob.
Good morning, Carl. Kind of a modest open. We're essentially on the new highs for the S&P 500, but not much in the way of new high stocks. Even consumer staples that had done very well recently, like Procter & Gamble, just sort of flattish right now. Take a look at the sectors. Banks is the one you want to watch. That flattish yield curve that we've been seeing has not been a big help to the bank industry, but semis are having a good day. Micron's up nicely. Consumer staples, consumer discretionary there. Banks slightly to the downside, as you can see. The year-end narrative hasn't really changed at all in the last day or two, and it's constructed on a very simple idea, other than the fact that we've got some seasonal factors, the Santa Claus rally. No mass lockdowns is the key. Omicron is more transmissible but less virulent. That's the key. So you don't have mass lockdowns. The supply chain and inflation will moderate in the first half of 2022 because we won't have the lockdowns. The Fed will slowly raise rates and not have to be so aggressive on inflation because we won't have this problem with supply chains. This is the theory, remember. And the economy is strong. This is why the market's at new high. Earnings are going to be up 10%. Some people think 20% in 2022. The problem with this theory, and that's what it is, a theory, is it's based on the idea that we're not going to have any real problems with Omicron, particularly on mass lockdowns. This is why a statement that Samsung made overnight caught my eye. Now, they've got manufacturing plants in Xi'an, China, that make chips. They made this statement overnight. Due to the ongoing COVID-19 situation, we have decided to temporarily adjust operations at our manufacturing facilities in Xi'an, China. It is not clear what the phrase temporarily adjust operations means exactly. This implies, though, some kind of supply chain disruption potentially, and it implies there could be some kind of impact on shipments overall. You see Samsung trading down. It hasn't had a great year. It's down about 2%. But the key point here is we are basing this whole theory about the market holding up on no mass lockdowns occurring. Here's what is a potential supply chain disruption happening over in Xi'an, potentially. So we want to keep an eye on that. And remember, Samsung, one of the ones that hasn't been a big beneficiary this year. Korea hasn't been a particularly great market in general, and that's where it trades. Finally, the big question everybody's been asking me, why don't we have a day off on New Year's? And you can thank the New York Stock Exchange Rule 7.2 for this, and it's a very simple one. And all the exchanges have a similar rule here. When a holiday falls on a Saturday, the market closes on the preceding Friday. Okay, that's clear. However, unless unusual business conditions exist. What's that? It would be the end of a monthly or yearly accounting period. Well, that's what December 31st is. It's the end of the yearly or and monthly accounting period. So because it occurs on that Friday, you don't get a day off. Now, Scott, the good news is we have Juneteenth off this year. That's June 19th. It is going to be observed on Monday, June 20th. So you do get another day off, but this particular year, the calendar just doesn't work for a day off.